Yay, yay!
Yes,
We're in my Warby Parker trial.com/sweat
Glasses.
Prescription. Sweatequitypodcast.com. Sweatequitypod.com. Sweat Equity Podcast and streaming show.
It's sweatequitypodcast.com too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
We got a URL redirect?
Yes.
Yeah!
Got a hard time about my URLs and shit.
I know you need to get fired up. This audience needs to get fired up because we need to get a hotty toddy! God almighty! Woo! Yeah! Hashtag GirthyRI. Hashtag 69B2B. Hashtag Sweat Equity. Hit us up. 5-star review on Apple Podcast app, on iTunes, Spotify, Laughable, your mom's Walkman. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Vimeo, and LinkedIn, all those things. Whatever video stuff. Oh, Roku, too.
Roku, yeah, but that's too much work.
Yeah,
Done.
we'll get there. We'll get there.
Way too much work.
This podcast, if you like this podcast, the best thing you can do is share it. Tell a friend about it. Pause. Tell a friend, hey, I've got a podcast. It's my little secret. It's a little secret for apps, for dick jokes, for pragmatic business advice, for hustle.
Dick apps.
Yeah, for hustle, motivation, all that stuff. And that is the best way to help this podcast. The other way you can help is hitting our sponsors up.
Give me money.
Try grasshopper.com/sweat. It is a business phone line. Have an additional phone line. Don't have to carry around 2 phones like a drug dealer in the 90s. Try grasshopper.com/sweat. Give you that business phone line. Gives you the hookup $150 off after you use that promo link. Try grasshopper.com/sweat. FreshBooks. You've got accounting to do. You've got invoices to send. You got some expenses to write off? Mm-hmm. You need a scalable program to use? Go freshbooks.com/sweat. Super simplistic. I love it more than we were QuickBooks people. Now we're not. We are gofreshbooks.com/sweat people. Better than Zero, better than QuickBooks. Get a direct deposit next business day. I can't emphasize that enough, how big that is. When you're doing your own thing and you don't have any outside capital, you got no cash flows, that next business day, direct deposit's huge.
Very nice.
Go FreshBooks.
For young entrepreneurs.
And you get $50 off if you use gofreshbooks.com/sweat. Lastly, how I started the show, Warby Parker, warbyparkertrial.com for your eyeglass, sunglass wear. warbyparkertrial.com/sweat gets you 5 pairs to try on at home. See how they look. I was looking at some sunglasses the other day. They got aviators. They got my old Sam Rothstein ones, the dude from Casino. De Niro and Casino style glasses I used to have.
Yeah.
They have some on there. So they got really cool frames that you can't find anywhere else because they're not part of that corporate machine big eye glass.
Yes.
The monocle.
Right.
warbyparkertrial.com/sweat hooks the show up, hooks you up. Let's get going.
What about my sweat equity? Sweat equity.
Post on that one.
Sweat equity. My sweat equity.
Post on that
I hit it?
My sweat equity. What about my sweat equity?
All right, we're going to part 2 the question we had from the last episode. I'll reread it, but before we get into that,
Okay.
that's another. I'm Johnny Tease lately.
Got it mentally marked.
See how I'm teasing out?
Yes.
I'm gonna get my hair teased like Dallas '80s hair,
Okay.
big chick hair. Remember
Yeah.
that? You were showing me an app. You're studying for what again?
The Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist exam.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got an app called Brainscape that's basically flashcards. Now, what I had to pay for my particular exams flashcards, but
Oh, they already have them loaded.
I had to go through another thing that uses Brainscape as the app to get these flashcards.
Okay.
What
do you mean another thing?
Another company.
Okay.
I forget what it was. It was just like
So
a study exam help sort of thing. You know, for any exam, like there's companies that'll be like money back guarantee you pass.
No,
sort of
I
thing.
just wanted to clarify that your test may be somewhere that you just need to buy from somewhere else.
Yes.
Like almost like a video game that has like you can buy this weapon in the game or whatever.
Right.
you know?
You I don't know. I haven't
You don't have to
gotten into
type
it too
them all
much.
in.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's
what-
the thing.
what I
It's
was
not
getting
just
to.
an app that lets that it's a flashcard app. You build them yourself. No, this is awesome. It has them all broken down by chapter and all that, and then shows the flashcards, comes up. You tap it to give you the answer, and then it says rate how well you knew this. Gives you 5 answers, like 5 choices for some reason. I'm like,
Yeah.
3 at most wouldn't.
Yeah.
But it keeps track of where you are. If you mark it, say, a 3, it'll bring that one back more often than it will
Oh.
ones that you mark a 5 that you know for sure. But they'll still bring back those 5s intermittently to remind you, sort of thing.
So you're giving yourself a quality score of how well you know it.
Exactly.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
And it hits you with more frequency, the less confident. It's like a confidence score.
Yeah, exactly. It's good. I mean, we'll find out if I pass the shit, but stupid.
Part of me is
Brainscape.
like, I think if I was using flashcards, I think I have to write them out on index cards. But at the same time, I'd probably do both. I would probably have it on that and handwrite it out because there's always like 15, 20 minutes. You're waiting for something. You're at the doctor's or whatever. You're in line at the grocery store, a long line. You might have a couple minutes instead of like fucking around on Reddit. You
Yeah,
might
well,
do
I mean, this
that.
was the first thing I found that I could do it on my phone.
Right.
Like I go to pick up my kid at school, and there's a long car line. It's
Oh,
like I
God.
can't bring my laptop and like connect to the internet or anything, but I'll have my phone. But it doesn't until I got this. I wasn't really able to study much as some bring printouts with me, which I had been doing, but that kind of hits a dead end.
Yeah, one thing I've been doing in that same time management kind of respect, and this might help some people, because a lot of stuff I do is, it's on, it's either a lot of like communicating with people via phone, or it's or meetings, or it's everything's done on my computer, right?
Yeah.
And so when I used to be really like crazy strapped for time, and I'd be in the car, I go, how far ahead can I get to do this thing before I do it? So, for instance, I would be like, instead of going, all right, when I get home, knock out this Google ad campaign. But if I was in a drive for 20 minutes, I go, what could I, because there's a lot of stuff really you do before you actually, you should really do before you even open the computer.
Like mental prep
Like,
sort of thing.
like, yeah, instead of just getting into it, planning it out for 10 minutes instead of just getting into it, which is what I used to do.
Yeah.
You know? And then you kind of get mired in one area and forget. You can spend too much time focusing on the wrong thing within that project.
Yeah, that's
So-
a good skill to have, is being able to organize preparation for things. Just like what will help you actually do this task.
Yeah.
You know.
So I draw out like flow charts, or I'll draw out like some model that will make it easier for me to go, okay, when I get there, I'm going to get home in 30 minutes, but right now I can draw out this this campaign. Here's, all right, I'm going to, because what would I do normally? It's because I'm sitting in front of the computer doesn't mean I should just do that part, like the strategy part almost, without turning on anything
Yeah.
on a piece of paper and go, okay, I know I'm going to do a campaign, search campaign for this. I'll do image ad display campaign for this. We'll do a branded campaign, and we'll do a retargeting. Those are the 4. Okay. And I know from there, we're going to, all right, what are the locations? Okay. Try to remember what, the client wanted here. And like almost doing that recall as much as you can before you get to it.
Yeah. Don't put yourself in a box like I need to have my laptop to do this work. It's
I would
like-
do that all the time.
Right.
I still do it now a lot of the time.
Well, everybody does it, a little break on yourself to be like, all right, I can't do it now, so I'm just gonna chill out, sort of thing. But like,
Use time wisely.
Yeah.
Like driving is kind of the biggest time suck in a lot of ways, and if you can, knock out something that you don't look. Sometimes writing copy for me takes a long ass time. Like,
that's hard, dude.
and so if I can do it while I'm at a red light and go, come on, let's try. I'll talk to myself. Try to think of a subject line for this email blast, or or right after I come from a meeting, dictate notes
Yeah.
on the drive back. Get used to that habit because it's going to be fleeting. And
Yeah.
the further you get away from that meeting, the less you're going to remember.
and if I don't know if you're like this, but for me, feeling like I'm getting ahead of something is motivational.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
like knowing that's like, okay, I got that part knocked out. I can use that as momentum to get going with it, because that's a hard thing for people. Is just getting started is a huge problem.
Oh, I get a beefy business boner if I'm just firing on all cylinders. I get like an inertia. The more I can do and get successfully do, I should say, not just get it done with enough and then come back. I'll come back to that and clean it up. Like really get stuff done consistently, and that snowball. It works in both ways for me, and it's not a good. It's not a good. It's not the best behavioral thing, I would say, but I would say
if you could use it to your advantage,
right. When it's going well, it steamrolls. It compounds, but it saves time. I'm not stressed.
Yeah.
And I was telling someone the other day, the only way I don't get behind again is I just have to really make myself get ahead, and that means working Sundays or getting up early. I worked late last night, like just get stuff done. Worked late on a Sunday night just so I could get as far ahead as I can and get organized.
Yeah, I mean it's you got to trick yourself.
Get all those documents in the Neat Desk scanner. Just paid for a month of subscription. I have the scanner. I'm going to sell that scanner off.
How's that work?
So it automatically it'll do documents, receipts, and business cards, and it has like a little slit for all three. Mm-hmm. And then
it's weird you called it a slit and not a slot, right?
I don't know.
Creepy slit.
So you put it in all three gashes. Ugh. And
grossed out.
So
did you come in it?
It has 30 slits in it. Uh-huh. And then the scanner, once it scans everything, it'll automatically detect. This is the first name, last name, email. And it'll put it in a spreadsheet for it.
Yeah, that's nice. So, but I mean, did they send you the scanner as part? Because you said it's like a monthly thing.
No, I bought it. I heard of it 2 or 3 years ago. I bought it then. I bought it used on eBay for like $150.
Okay, so you buy the scanner separate, and then you got to pay a subscription.
Right, but
a
sub. If you only do it once, though, if you can get all your documents like I'm doing right now, I'll go okay. This next 30 days, because I have it's a $30 subscription, right? Uh-huh. I'm going to knock out every document I have that I've been waiting to, in my file cabinet, I've been waiting to put in there. And I'm just going to knock this shit out. And, spend a couple hours. You do every 10 minutes, you have to reload it, put stuff. So it's one of those all right, I'll do that while I'm cleaning the place.
But you said every 10 minutes, so you can put a big stack of things in
there.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
okay, cool.
That's kind of the point, but you can't put too much in because the slits aren't big enough.
Tiny slits in there.
And then there's business cards like we used to have, the square ones that won't fit in there. So those you want to take on the app.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's pretty good. And then you can classify each document by what it is. Is this a check? Is this a receipt? Is this an invoice? Is this
tick pick?
Is this just a document?
A little tiny slip for that one.
Is this a business card? So you can categorize it that way, and then you can export it all into an Excel so you can get it into your CRM.
Okay, yeah.
So doing it in one fell swoop, what they want to get you on is having that thing all the time. I think after that, I'd use something like SnapScan or your Adobe account that has that has Adobe Scan that'll do the same thing. But again, it's about being thoughtful right after the meeting, doing dictation of the meeting notes, post-meeting notes, and then that kind of thing. Just the same thing. As soon as at the end of the day, I need to just make myself take 5 minutes, scan all the cards, all the notes I have.
Dude, I mean,
life's a lot easier.
It's really
or morning the next
convenient to have your documents, especially stuff that you got to reference all the time, scanned in and on it, whether it's a Google Drive,
But then you can search, if you have a Mac, you can search with the top right, the top right little search magnifying glass.
But just, my kids' birth certificates and stuff like that, where it's I'm always having it. You think that you're only going to need it one time. You need all these things randomly all the time. And the stress that comes with trying to locate it properly when it's not just scanned in, it's overwhelming.
Honestly, I heard this from Bert Kreischer's wife, Leanne Kreischer, on Christina P's podcast, Where My Mom's At, because I try to listen to be a better dad in a way, since I'm doing the solo dad life half the week. I was trying to listen. I need to listen to kind of the mom side of stuff to see, the stuff I'm lacking in. So I listened to that podcast for that.
I could tell you what you're lacking in.
Yeah, but on more of the female-ish kind of side.
Okay, my wife can tell you what you're lacking in.
But like that podcast is really great because they'll bring on like the child therapist. Here's something how you talk about your privates and stuff, and here's a good way to do that. And
Right.
I don't want to have to kind of theorize everything from whole cloth. If there's some better way to do it, I want to know.
Okay.
Or here, potty training my girl is different than the dude.
Yeah.
it's
She's easier, huh?
kinda, I guess.
I think my daughter was easier.
Well, they're
I
usually
don't remember.
they're
So far past it.
They're usually more mature earlier, per their age. But,
Yeah.
But it's more about just like, do you use toilet paper if you pee? I don't know, like those kind of things.
Yes, that's an easy one. Tell her yes.
But the first time around, you don't know as a guy.
Okay.
I don't know.
Now you know.
How I thought you just stop, you drip dry.
Okay.
I don't look. Anyway, I'm getting off topic.
What?
But what Leanne Kreischer was talking about was you got to have a system, and that's the problem. A lot of people don't have is like right when you get home, it needs to be right next to the door. You put it in an inbox, or you put it in, you separate it, whatever you need a thing that is so
Autopilot.
Yeah, just I call it Mardi Gras drunk or Gasparilla drunk if you're in Tampa, where you could be blackout wasted, but you would still do here. Keys go here.
Yeah.
I'm good. The keys thing always been awesome about that.
Yeah.
Like keys go almost in the exact spot every time.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm not that good.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's just so many things. Because the older you get, you're not getting a break. You're not. Things aren't going to be. You're not going to have less stuff to worry about. You're just
Right.
getting more stuff. So like, you need to figure it out now. Like where these little things need to not be a problem. Like, those need to be on lockdown.
So here's the thing I was going with. And then I would think about doing it so much that if I just did it instead of the time all aggregated together thought of doing it, like the file cabinet, for instance, of kid stuff, or, like it would have been done. I would have had a system, but I overthought it instead of just going to do it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and just refine as you go. But it's one of those things as the file cabinet, it's one of those dorky things you need to do as a dad and pretty much as an adult is like, you have to get a file cabinet, and here's something pragmatic advice: it needs to be a fireproof one.
Yeah. You can see mine right there, straight ahead.
But they're
fireproof.
So we have these
file
wood
cabinet.
desks that are off camera that we've had. They're custom made, but I was like, is the file cabinet part is that fireproof?
Absolutely not.
I don't think so. So
Those look like the most flammable desks you've ever seen in your life.
well, they were barn wood from like Kentucky or something.
I know.
And so if anybody wants to buy them,
I don't give a shit.
So what do you put in there? You put things that are like kind of light documents. You don't really need them. They're not
Or
super
stuff that you might need in the short term.
right.
That
Easy
I know I'm
access.
going to need this
Yeah.
tomorrow, whatever.
Here's a gift certificate. Boom. Like
Right
there.
yeah.
But it's not going to be like your social security.
Yeah,
card, right?
exactly.
So things like that where you have a system for that, right? And utilizing your space the best you can. But a lot of people don't know file cabinets need to be fireproof.
Yeah. But if not, what's the point? I mean, yeah, you can.
Because there's just a lot now that are just like
access it, but
there's a lot that are like that desk or they're just wooden. They look cool.
I've seen so many like things on Reddit of people being like, "Here's why this safe sucks," and how quickly you can break into these cheap safes. It's
Yep.
like, dude, research those. Like, I think both of mine are Sentry safes, and they're just lock and key. They don't have any batteries or anything, but like I've seen ones with batteries where it's like immediately stop. Well, for like a keypad
I know,
sort
but
of
I mean,
thing, but it's like.
Check the batteries every
Yeah,
month.
make sure you know where that key is that unlocks it. It's like research your safe for sure.
And like we used to have for the doorknob with the touch finger part. I was like, I only want one where you can do a finger scan to open it if it has a key too.
Yeah, Do not lose. Yeah,
Like-
don't trust technology.
Right.
We're not there yet.
So the other part of getting organized with the Neat scan is I was like, I need to figure out like my own. I need to digitally organize. I need to have a system of how I organize files. If you go to wearescout.com, our friends over there, they actually have a good blog article about how you should name all your files.
Oh,
We're getting
okay.
super dorky and nerdy. However, how much of your life do you want to keep looking for that file?
Yeah.
It's the same thing offline as it is online. And online might be even worse because you just put shit in one big folder and go,
Yeah.
I'll organize that
Hey,
later.
even like, for you and I building websites and stuff, like
Oh,
file
God.
names matter. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That affects SEO, like not a ton, but it can help.
And we
a
learned
little
that
bit.
from our. I mean, you guys do video. You do video with our late producer John Paul.
May you rest in peace.
That R.I.P. Big pun.
He's in
It's
Georgia
so
right now.
hard. Oh, he's alive. Yeah.
Yeah, what did you think?
Oh, I don't know. I just didn't want anybody to get confused.
Oh,
But
he's just dead to us.
right, he won't listen to this, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
So what I was saying is, with y'all doing video, when you shoot stuff, man, categorizing just that is like an eighth of the job.
Oh yeah.
All
yeah,
the files you have,
organization. Yeah, exactly.
and then having a system. I remember walking in our friend's place, the 2-8 Monkeys, where they had on the whiteboard, just at the top, that was always there. Here's an example of how every file needs to be categorized.
Yes. Yeah, and I need to read that article because I find myself doing it all the time.
Their big thing was like put a date on it.
Yeah.
And so, but put the date this way, put it number dash. So like today's the 24th. So 2-24-20.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put the time on there because sometimes I make iterations and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll put like 4 p.m. Or
Yeah.
something, that was their big tip on there. But they have more. I'm sure that's Mac related that you can find stuff because you can tag files without the name of it,
Yeah.
without changing the name.
Yeah. Which helps you on your computer, but like really you should have it all in the file name, whatever information you need.
That's
just to be
that's
safe.
where I'm at too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's one of those things that's the small stuff, right? This is the pragmatic stuff. This is the stuff that Eric and I are telling the audience that maybe younger or even older, but we've been there. We've been
like this nerd shit.
but we've been there, and
don't
it's
like
just about look more masturbation time for you. How about that?
Did you come in it?
Think about it that
You
way.
won't have time to.
Cost benefit. Come up with a system, and then you can come more.
Exactly.
All right, come
Yeah,
bubbles.
let's
Let's
forget our question.
So back to the part 2. Thank you for coming today to talk to class. Blah blah blah. This was basically how can I find a job with a marketing firm, and I like the growth phase of everything. This is the question that came in. Basically, I'm not going to read the whole thing again, but the question that came in. I need to find a job. I really want to work for a marketing firm. I have an undergrad degree that's
Business management.
right, which is good. I think that's honestly one of the better degrees to get undergrad because you can do a lot of shit with it.
Exactly.
You probably have the most options after that. Entrepreneurship was mine. I feel it's about the same thing. But I learned how to write business plans in that, which you don't get in the management one.
Yeah.
But the entrepreneurship, I had to take the management classes too.
Yeah.
On top of it. So
yeah, a lot of these things that that should be requisite for all degrees. It's like unless you're going to be a teacher at that school or another school, most of the time you're getting into a business.
yeah.
It's very like my wife in dental school. They don't teach you. They get like an afternoon of business management tips, and that's it.
It's like internist
what?
doctors get like 2 hours of nutrition
Yeah,
information. So
yeah.
So it's like my doctor said it's fine to eat this, and it's like but he doesn't know.
Yeah.
But he's a doctor. He's my practitioner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, the hard part for my wife now is the business side of it. Like the dentistry she's
Right,
good,
right.
Like that, but like
Because she acquired the skill.
right.
Mm-hmm.
But the
And the
business side of it,
certification
all
and the
that stuff is
experience.
exactly.
So here's the other part to that is we talked about get a skill, get a marketable skill. I know Google Ads back and forth. Boom. I know how to write copy.
Photoshop.
I'm a badass
Video
cold
editing.
caller.
Yeah.
Whatever, get some, and it needs to probably be a skill that you need to ball out on that is entry level. That is associate level, whatever that, you're not going to come in and be a senior right away.
Yeah.
And so you need to come in and go, I can do this thing just like we were talking about, automatically do it as drunk as you can be with all your documents and stuff, have a system. You need to come in with a skill or three that has like,
That might be kind of shitty.
that might be shitty, but you're going to be the fucking best at it.
Right.
And no one else wants to do them.
Yeah.
But the business needs it.
Well, it's like I was working for Snap-on Tools, and it just so happened that I ended up being the guy that they sent to deal with the worst customers who were like ready to kill you.
Yeah.
Because I could calm them down and get on their side and kind of
Because you're dead on the inside.
Because I have no feelings. No, but it was just like that. I didn't want to do that. Like that sucked. But like that business is a lot of alpha males who are going out and
A lot of sales guys.
Yeah, exactly. So like
I
they
can sell
needed
anything
somebody,
kind of guy.
right? They need somebody to come in and be like, okay, everybody just chill out, everybody relax,
Right.
Like that sort of thing where the bosses don't want to do it, but they usually end up having to do it. If you can go in there with that sort of skill, like that's what they want to hear.
And then for your career, that creates more leverage down the line. The more skills you have like that are so valuable to the department or to the small business you're with, the better you position yourself for the next thing, either promoted within or, finding the next job. But, let's say like 10 years ago, I learned how to do Facebook advertising.
Mm-hmm.
Then to do Facebook advertising, I learned how to code landing pages because when we do ads, they go to a landing page. So then I learned that skill. And I had to teach myself that around doing customer service work.
Right.
For the digital ads we were doing, the stuff we were selling. So during the day I was doing that, and then I'd spend 3 or 4 hours a night learning Facebook advertising, learning how to code websites from the ground up, and then getting advanced at that, right? And then over time going, okay, now I need to learn Google. Now I need to learn this. And one thing I whiffed on that I would suggest is see how many certifications you can get online. Take some online courses.
Yeah, they're out there. Google
Get
ads.
those. You can do
Tons of
that
them.
on your own. It's not as hard as you think. They've made it a lot easier.
Yeah, they want you. They want more people with that out there.
Yeah, the Facebook Blueprint one is, I hear, a lot tougher. I haven't done it yet. I regret not doing it. I should have done it so I can just say, on that LinkedIn profile, hey, I'm certified.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people have that certification. I'm
Yeah.
programmatic certified. I got that 2 years ago. Not a lot of people have that with the trade desk. There's only maybe a couple hundred people.
Yeah. I mean, I think Google's the one to prioritize if you're
No,
gonna
but
go
I'm
after
talking
something,
that's
but-
more advanced. That's down
Yeah.
the line. I think to get to programmatic, you should go through a Google certification. But that certification shows gumption. Off the top of my head, I can tell you the digital ones. HubSpot has one. Hootsuite has one. Facebook, Google. Google has 7 different ones you can take. YouTube advertising, e-commerce advertising, all that stuff. Display advertising. So they have 7 courses you can take. Those are all free. HubSpot is free. Facebook, I think, is free. Hootsuite.
Facebook has one that I thought was like very intense and not like you
it's
have to go to a
intense.
testing center.
Or you have to take your webcam on your computer and show them the whole room.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm out.
I'm good with that. If it adds,
your bong
I don't
away.
know how much value that has though, because I don't know how respected it is. That's the problem with digital is the
Yeah.
people that are looking at that. Do they know? Like people don't know the trade desk programmatic certification. They don't know that's hard. They don't know what that is a lot of the time.
Right.
So it doesn't have that much value.
You're almost better off accumulating all the easy ones and having a big long list.
Correct, which is what I did.
Yeah. So, I mean, hey, that's the smart thing to do.
So once you have once you're getting to a level where you have the experience, you have some marketable skills, and you have certifications, and those never stop. By the way, you should just keep always accumulating those. Think of them like Pokemon or whatever the fucking.
I'm doing it right now.
Right.
You know,
I'm probably gonna take a HubSpot one just to have it
for fun.
for funsies. You need to challenge yourself too in another way. But I need to keep refreshed on what's going on. Yeah. So the other part is now that's the part that you need. Now you're now let's look at the part where it's narrowing down where you want to work, right? Now you have choices. Before you didn't have choices. Now you have choices, right? And so now that you have a couple things under your belt, you need to look at firms in a couple of different ways. Where do you work best? I'd say number one.
Mm-hmm.
People don't look at this; they're going to go money first. And I go, I think you need to, as an aggregate, you need to find out where you're at your best. I need to make it about this much money. It needs to be within here.
Yeah, you don't want to drive an hour.
Can I work from home
Right.
or remote some of the time, all the time? If it's all the time remote, you need to figure out if I'm not the best at working from home. I have to go other places to get out of my house to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what I know about myself. I'm better if I'm at a co-share place at a desk or something.
Yeah, and that goes back to priority one: figure yourself out.
Right. Know where you're at your best, kind of thing, and then when you're looking at, let's go with the marketing firm question is, does this firm focus in growth? Because that's what the question was. I like the growth phase. Great. Does this firm focus in growth? Do they have a career track from entry level to the position you may want one day?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to be creative director. Okay, you're going to be doing copy work. You're going to be copy editor for.
Yeah.
You're just going to do copy. You're going to sit in a room and just fucking do copy. That's all you do.
Yeah.
And so you better get good at that. But is there a track there? In 5 years, in 10 years, could I be creative director?
Mm-hmm.
If I learn these other things along the way. That's something that you need to look at. Chick-fil-A is the best example of that. That's why they rule.
Promote from within.
Right. They have a whole track for you ready to go.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
They lay it out for you.
That's why they won't say you're welcome, and they say my pleasure. That's how they get $10 an hour.
That.
They get $10 an hour people to say that, and that's why, because they go, I want to keep this job.
Yeah.
That's called motivation.
They force them to show how much their pleasure is.
Are the people that that work there, do they like it?
Yeah, that's big.
Do you think you'd work in a good environment like that? Some people like the go-go stuff. Some people like a little bit of casualness. I thought I was a casual, and I'm really more of, if I'm at work, I want to get it done. If I'm in an office, I want to just...
Newsflash, asshole!
I'm the same way.
I'm working with a bunch of people that are relying on me. I'm next thing.
Yeah, exactly.
If I can make a 10-hour day into 6 hours, that's what I really want to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It can be an intense 6 hours, but that's fine.
But yeah, that's when you and I get together and it's like, we're no breaks.
Right. And then there's,
Pussy.
right. Well, we feed off of that sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you burn out.
Yeah.
Too much of that's bad.
Yeah.
So all those things matter. Benefits is the other part too.
Mm-hmm.
You might just need catastrophic health insurance. Are you going to pay for that on your own? The company pay for it.
Yeah.
That's a big one. That is I would say that is one of the biggest things that can hold people back from being entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
Or
Scary.
or risky. It's about mitigating risk.
Yeah.
Do you have any savings now too? Because maybe you're going to go somewhere. Maybe you're going to have choices between two places, but maybe, just maybe, that you go to the riskier one, but you didn't have anything saved up, so you get stuck at the risky company that you're always fearful of.
Yeah. And then it turns out that's not worth it.
Right. So there's stuff like that, but really the biggest thing you need to do is, I say, do the research. If you want a marketing firm, I think I could probably, I could easily count 50 in the Tampa Bay area, right? What sector do you want to be in?
Yeah.
General, you're going to do a bunch of different stuff at this firm. Are you going to be lifestyle kind of brands?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be B2B like I'm in? We're working with manufacturers and kind of really the unsexy supply chain people, which I'm fine with. I love that because it's very brass tacks. Once you talk to them, you're like, what are your sales? What is this? What is this? Where are your pain points?
Yeah, they're ready to spend money.
Maybe not, but
Well,
you at least won't have this fluff bullshit
right.
that I get frustrated with.
I said they at least know that they need something
Right.
that.
And then, where can you add value and that kind of thing.
Yeah, try and think about what weaknesses whatever you're walking into might have and try and address it.
But then here's the tip: go on LinkedIn and you can follow all those firms that you think would be a good place for you to work.
Yeah.
Then you're following them and then you can get notifications when shit pops up.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
jobs when those pop up.
Right. So that's like a little bit of a pragmatic tip if you're trying to find a job. You can also use a LinkedIn. There's a LinkedIn premium feature, I think, for finding work. I know there's one for recruiters, but I think there's one for finding work too, that you can almost like a leads list. Like it'll save it up. You can put, all right, here's all the firms I want. Here's 50 of them I've tagged.
I don't know if it's premium. I think you
Yeah,
can at
for
least
free?
save jobs, I think,
Yeah,
without
okay.
it being premium.
But I'm saying in the premium for the sales navigator, I can tag individuals or companies as leads and accounts, and then I can put them in groups, and I can have notifications when they're active, when this person says something online. Like I want to talk to I'm going to message the people that are actively on LinkedIn and not just on there once a year.
Yeah.
So there's stuff like that within the premium features that you can do. Anyway, it's something to look into. Hope this helps.
Hope it helped everybody.
What about my sweat equity?
SweatEquityPod.com,
Sweat equity. My sweat equity.
Spotify, Apple
My
Podcasts,
sweat equity.
Google Play,
Your neighbor's garage.
your principal's loudspeakers.
What about my sweat equity?